Just looking at that refresh.
Mate, we're live. We are live.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Let's do it, mate. If you want to do the intro, because I've got a fair bit of talking to do today. So,
Welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining us. For those that have been here a few minutes, you were witnessing our challenge with tech. And whilst this is about our fourth session. My name's Tony Fanfuller, and with me is Chris Jansen. We're both from eXp Realty. This is not an eXp Realty session. This is a training session for all industry agents. We cover a lot of topics, as we have done over the past few sessions, all of which are available on our YouTube channel. And the sessions are general real estate. We have a tech leaning, definitely, from just our backgrounds, and from the company that we're with is certainly one of the innovators with tech in the world as far as real estate. So a lot of it we have to do with tech, a lot of our content. And today we're going to do some content around video. And I made the comment earlier as we're preparing that I reckon it's been over 20 years of going to conferences and seminars where there's been discussion about content to do with video. So, and unfortunately, not many agents have ever got their head around it. And there's a few that do it incredibly well. One of them's Chris, who's with us today, thankfully. And I am going to share something very briefly. Can you see my Instagram page there, Chris?
Got it, mate. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to play this short video. It's about 20 seconds. But for all of you watching, this is a little bit of a nudge or a slap in the face. Mike Sherrard, who many of you know, follow him on Instagram, he's an incredible trainer. But just watch this.
Not getting the audio, mate, so you might just need to share. There we go.
Let me do it again.
This is why you're losing deals. Most agents are still trying to avoid being on video, but the data proves why it's a necessity for every agent. On average, listings with videos get 403% more inquiries. Sellers would prefer to work with an agent 73% of the time who uses video to market properties. 85% of buyers say they would choose to work with an agent that is on video, but here's the craziest part. Only 4% of agents in the industry are actually on YouTube. Realtors, this is what.
So that's the message that we're getting from one of the head trainers. He is in the US, but the US, we're very representative of that. So without further ado, I'll throw to Chris, and we're going to start a session on video. There's a lot of information here. You'll all get an opportunity to replay the content, pause it, go and try it yourself, because that's really what you've got to do. Over to you, mate.
Thanks, Tony. Great introductory. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Those statistics are just insane. And, you know, it's ironic because just the other week I got a listing over a competitor because the point of difference was I do video content. And it doesn't need to be professional, but I do video content walkthroughs of every property. And, you know, it was the difference of me getting the business over the other agent offering a 3D Matterport tour. So, folks, thanks for joining us. Today, I'm going to share with you some very basic how to teleprompt and script to shooting what looks like a world-class video, to then editing it, to then being able to drip feed it on social media campaigns. Now, depending on how we go with time, if we've got a little bit of time at the end, because we like to keep this to 30 minutes, we might jump into a bit of social drip feeding, branding awareness campaigns for your video content. It could be just a geo-targeting campaign for a suburb, a postcode, a BDA or farm area. But the main emphasis I want you to take from today is the simplicity of the tools that we have readily available to us now to be seen front of sight, front of mind on camera through video content consistently. I've been to many conferences, like you said, Tony, where they talk about tech and innovation and they talk about the product, but they don't actually show you how to use it, right? So the real emphasis of this business by design, folks, Tony and I are transactional agents on the ground. Everything we share with you is stuff that we've tried, tested, got wrong, got right in our own transactional businesses, right? So I get agents, Tony, that reach out to me almost daily and say, how do you do your video content? It's awesome. It's so professional. You're always in front of the camera. It's not that hard. So today I want you to leave with this message in mind though. Progress before perfection and procrastination is the number one vital thing when it comes to video content. If you look at Mike Sherrod's content, if you look at my content when we first started, it was atrocious. It was appalling. It's a bit like when you walk into your first listing presentation to perhaps how you present now, 5, 10 years in the industry. It's a vastly different listing presentation. But consistency is confidence, and that is key with video. So if there's one message I want you all to take away from today, just make progress over perfection or procrastination. We all have bad hair days. I get that. There's days that we probably, don't want to iron the shirt and get in front of the camera. But the tools I'm going to share with you today is something you can do as daily content with video. You might do it weekly in targeting your geographical area or postcode or farm area. And I'm going to share with you some hints and tips, the tools and the resources that I use, and the startup investment costs, which is very nimble and robust. The tools I'm sharing with you today have allowed me to save tens of thousands of dollars from having to outsource this stuff in my business previously. Now, I don't sell 100 plus homes a year, folks. A little bit of background, 16 years in the industry. I'm happy selling about 50 to 60 homes a year. That's enough for the lifestyle balance I want. Very passionate about video content. It is a strong prospecting arm of my business that generates at least 1 to 2 listings for my business autonomously, whether I pick up the phone, cold call, door knock, or not. And this is a beautiful thing I want you to remind yourself about video is that it's working for us 24/7. So when we can't pound the pavement at night, or we can't make calls at night, or we're busy doing what we do transactional real estate wise, the video is always working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The first tip I want to talk about when it comes to video production is the most important thing is audio and then lighting. So whatever you do, and I'm going to give you some tips around audio production today and lighting, but your audio is the most important, absolutely, and lighting complements that. So when I shoot my own videos, now today I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to show you on my phone. We're going to actually share my screen on a device. We're going to chat GPT a script. We're going to teleprompt that script. So then we're going to put it into a Capcut editing program. We're going to shoot it in there, and then we're going to edit it in that app. It's all going to be done live on my phone, okay? But the main thing is I find with video content, we're going to be using a green screen today. So I'm inside, obviously, for this session. But I want you to keep in mind, some of my best video flow happens when I'm outside, outdoors. There's just something about it when we're out Mother Nature, Tony, sun's shining on us. It's a great day. We feel better outside. If you can, I would always encourage, shoot as much of your content outdoors. Get out to the beach. David, I think, mentioned he's from Noosa. Get out into the beach. If you live in nice residential park, metropolitan areas, get out into the local park. Capture the backdrop of your local area. Will connect phenomenally well with your local area. Today, I'm just going to show you though a quick production. If you're in your home office, anywhere, you can shoot a video using a green screen, but always encourage getting outside. All right, grab your pens and paper. Take some notes now, please, if you can. I think someone was driving. Do not take notes whilst driving. The apps I'm going to be sharing with you today, some of you already be aware of this. It's not new product knowledge or tech innovation, but Capcut I've found to be world-class in video editing, not just on my phone device, but you can also use it on desktop. I used to use Adobe Premiere Pro, quite costly, very clunky, desktop base. Capcut Mobile is phenomenal. The investment for that is a modest $140 per annum for the paid version. Now, don't be tight. There is a free version, but the effects and what you can do in the free version is so limited. And for $148 per year to take care of all your video production, it's a no-brainer in terms of cost. Now, you can pay it on a monthly basis. I think it's about 12 bucks a month, but Capcut Pro is what you want to get, okay? Then there's obviously some startup costs as well. So we'll jump into that. But then I also want to talk about Canva Pro. So the two main applications that are your ongoing annual expense and investment is Capcut at $140 per annum, and then Canva Pro is about $183 per annum. So once you've got your initial outlay investment in some tools I'm going to share with you today, the only annual ongoing costs after your startup investment is $325 a year to run your own video production company. Now, for someone who's been in the industry 16 years, Tony, $325 a year to have your whole video production done professionally in your business, insane, right? Canva Pro, fortunately for EXP Realty agents, it's just been announced at our EXP Con Miami conference. All EXP agents, we've partnered with Canva, and all EXP agents are going to be getting complimentary Canva Pro as part of their subscription to EXP. So the startup investment. Firstly, we're talking about audio. Again, I'm dulling this right down, right? You can shoot it on your phone, absolutely. And in CapCut, it has some audio, exceptional audio editing options that can sort of block out background noises. The thing to be mindful of is if you're shooting outside is wind. If it's windy, your mics are going to pick up on the wind. So myself, I use DJI lapel mics. Now, this is $389. It comes with one receiver. Okay, that simply plugs into your phone via USB port underneath, and you can get two microphones. So one for yourself, great if you're interviewing clients, maybe you're doing client testimonials, sold results at their signboards. It's always good to have two mics. $389. You can have your professional mics. Now, there's obviously Rode mics. I've used them. We won't get into the politics of the difference between the two and what I found between DJI and Rode. But for $389, you can have your full audio system set up. The only thing I'd encourage is getting a lapel mic so that if it is windy, you can wear a lapel. That'll block out a lot of wind noise. But like I said, I've had no issues with these using the audio editing component of CapCut to minimize background noise without a lapel. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a tripod, right? So if you're out there shooting content by yourself, holding your camera whilst you're trying to teleprompt, script, and shoot it gets incredibly difficult. So, Tony, hopefully we can see that. We've got the $20 Kmart tripod. Okay? It extends 3 tiers, 3 legs, and it can be at your height. A tripod makes it super easy. You can put your phone in a gimbal. You can shoot anywhere, anytime. Which leads me to my next point, a gimbal. The gimbal that I use now, folks, you can jump over to my Facebook page, Chris Jansen, EXP. Just look me up, my business page. You'll see I do a lot of video tours where my team have my phone in this gimbal. They follow me through the home, and we do a full video tour of that property beginning to end. Again, no one's doing that in my marketplace. It's a point of difference. A home that I've listed and sold last night in Salisbury. So the reason that they employed me, again, as I said at the beginning, was my point of difference in comparison to another agent. The Smart Rig is $157, right? Now, this just helps with smoothness when you're going around in the property. It's not as, jolty when you're holding a phone. But you can also use it on a tripod, both in landscape and portrait, right? It just screws onto the tripod. So, Tony, for around about $1,000 set up, done, paid, all in, I can have a full video production company running my real estate business in 2024. Once we've set up the startup costs, then it is simply $325 annually for your CapCut and Canva subscription.
So just to, $1,000 worth of gear.
Yep.
It's a lot and it's a little. And for all of you that, I think if you want to try it with your phone, try it, jump on Chris's Facebook, have a look at the result difference. I don't have a lot of tech myself. When you're looking at me on my screen, on your screen now, and you can see my face and look at Chris's, he's a lot crisper because I'm just using my laptop camera. That's the difference of using different tech tools. It's just going to make it crisper and make your video more professional, and that's what you're trying to achieve. So for a small outlay, buy those items one at a time, whatever you think's the most important, but certainly you get down the track and you've got those items and you've got them forever.
100%. And another little tip that really propelled my social media footprint and growth was live videos. When I started, before CapCut, gimbals, all the stuff we're about to share, Canva wasn't even around then, Tony. I literally did a live video tour of every property when I launched it to my page from beginning to end. Now, back then, the algorithms of social, like we are right now, we're live, would 4x, 5x a video than one that was pre-recorded and then put onto social platforms. Maybe some of you feel confident going live as we are today. If you're not, well, then this is a second option, right? To shoot it on your phone, edit it, and then repurpose it across your social media platforms. So now we're going to jump into my phone, which we're logged in as. So I'm going to share my screen on my phone. Now, folks, as I said, this is the first time for us. I've done a little bit of this, sharing it with our internal EXP network and agents, but there's some stuff I'm sharing for the first time within Capcut as well. So we don't promise perfection, we promise progress, absolutely. And what I'm aiming to achieve with you today is to show exactly on a handheld device, not by a PowerPoint presentation, of how right now we're going to script a video through ChatGPT AI. We're going to grab that script, we're going to put it into a teleprompter, we're going to shoot that video live and then put it into CapCut and edit it. And I'm going to show you just some basic stuff of subtitles, background music, effects, whatever. We're not going to go too crazy though, because sometimes the simpler the video is, the more impact it has. And I want you to keep this in mind. One of the things I've learned with video content is the more authentic, real, and raw it is. And I look at analytics on all my videos through my Meta Business Ads account. The stuff that is professionally done gets nowhere near as much as the algorithms as to the stuff that's authentic and real. And it might be bloopers, it could be stuff ups, but it's you. So what I'm saying is, don't always focus on perfection, focus on being authentically you within your community, because more people will connect with that. All right, let's jump in and share my screen. Tony, here we go. Screen. Okay, we can see my beautiful girls in the background there. So firstly, what we're going to do, I'm just going to take my phone out of the holder here. We're going to go to ChatGPT, right? And we're going to say, please write me a video script of business by design where we come together as all industry agents to collaborate, share, and help each other create success with intention. Keep the video to 90 seconds. Now you can do a script on anything, right? With AI, you could say, type me a script of what's happening in my local Adelaide market in the last 90 days of winter. Talk about Salisbury Council, particularly with supply and demand, migration being experienced, and infrastructure, whatever. With intention. Keep the video to 90 seconds with an intro of me being Chris Jansen from EXP Realty, right? So I'm just getting a script about today's session, right? Type it into AI, it's going to do its thing. Right? It's giving me a couple of options. It's a bit wordy. I'm just going to say compress this all into one 90-second script in the interest of time.
If you haven't used ChatGPT, what Chris is doing there, just get going.
Yeah.
If you're not using it, you're the one. Everyone else is. It's crazy.
Well, I'm just tweaking it now as we speak. Remove scenes and voiceover. Just make it about the script. There we go. That's actually what I wanted from the beginning, folks. So we got there anyway.
You got to be
So I'm going to grab
specific
all
with
that.
it.
You do sometimes.
Know that.
So I'm going to grab that. So the next step that I'm going to go into is CapCut. So this is the one, folks, that's 140 bucks, I think I said, per annum for the premium. Now in here, you've obviously got all your projects. You can create a new project, but I'm going to click on the camera option here. There I am. You can see me, right, in real life. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, we want one shot. You can see it's got video. And I'm going to go edit that script that's in there, that it puts in there. I'm going to get rid of it, right? And I'm going to grab the script that ChatGPT has just written for me. And we're now going to save that. So now you can see me, guys. I'm in my mobile holder. Sorry if it's a bit jolty like that. If you're shooting a nice background, backdrop, podcast, wherever it might be, you can use, as you can see behind me, my real life office background now. The other thing we can do is we can go into effects and I can say, well, if you don't have a green screen, you can use green screen effects within Capcut itself. Now, I've got a green screen in my office and I'm going to show you how, if you spend, I think about $80 for a green screen off eBay, pull up. I'm going to show you the difference of how you can edit that as well, but you can use the green screen features within Capcut. So I'm going to select this second one here and I'm going to say, let's use business by design, right? Because that's what we're here talking about today, collaborating as industry agents. So I get out of that. You can see my virtual backdrop, right? Now, I'm sure many of you use TikTok where you can do this. You can do the same with a green screen within Capcut. So you can see my scripts up above there. Now, what you can do is you can go into settings here, folks. You can change the pace of the script if you like. So we're going to crank it up a little bit. You can change the font size for those that need glasses, like beautiful
Thanks,
Tony
mate.
on screen. You can change the color of your font if you want as well as it's going through. But you can edit all that cool stuff, right? So let's say we're happy with that. Now we're going to shoot it. You can also move this around on your screen if you like to. So if you want to move it, lower. I put it up high because your camera is up the top, obviously. So the more you're looking at the top, the better. I'm going to change that color because that color is actually hard to see. We'll just go back to white. So now we've got the script in, we've got the virtual background that we'd like. I just want to point out you can actually change the size of yourself by using your fingers. So I'm just using my 2 fingers to go like this to expand myself. So if you're doing, you want to look larger, you want to look smaller, you want to be a bit skewed off center. A lot of people do this stuff on socials, but you can actually edit yourself as you appear with your virtual background. But let's say we've got the size right. You can see the video button down the bottom there. I'm going to hit that now, and it's going to go through the teleprompter script. So let's do it live right now. Get a countdown. Hi, folks. I'm Chris Jansen from eXp Realty. Today, let's explore the idea of business by design. In our fast-paced industry, collaboration is absolutely essential. Business by design brings together agents to share knowledge and support of one another, fostering an environment of growth. Whether you're seasoned or new, we all have something. So you can see this script is too slow, but let's continue going. We all have something to learn. Together, we can enhance our marketing strategies. We can leverage technology together and build stronger client relationships, creating a better place and space for our industry entirely. So let's join forces and create a network where success is a shared journey. Together, we can thrive with intention and purpose. So you can see here, it's a little bit slow. So this is where you can tweak the speeds of the video. Reach out, connect, and let's redefine success in our industry together as fellow industry agents and collaborators, right? Stop. So you can see there the timing of it all. Obviously, let me just turn that guy down. You can see the timing of the script. I can speed it up. But let's say we've got the video there now. Bottom left-hand side, I'm going to go edit the video. Boom. Now it's dropped that video into Capcut. Let's explore the idea of business by design. Can you hear that audio okay, Tony, coming through from my phone?
Yep.
Absolutely essential. Cool. So now we've got a 60-second scroll of video we can edit, right? So one of the things we can do is firstly the cover. So think of the cover like the thumbnail. That's what the consumer will see first on your Facebook page. It's the attention, it grabs the attention, right? So you can upload a cover photo yourself. So if you've created something maybe in, Canva, You can drop a photo from your album, or you can just use a point in the video if you like to create your thumbnail cover for the video. So we might just go, that'll do there. That's our thumbnail. But you can customize thumbnails. I'm not going to go into thumbnails, but they do grab people's attention on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc. of the likes. So once we've got the video, firstly, what I generally do, folks, is I just enhance the video looks. So firstly, the thing that I do, I didn't record this with the DJI mics on, obviously, because we're doing a live demo. But let's say if we had the DJI mics on and there's a little bit of background noise, listen to the audio now. I'm Chris Jansen from eXp Realty. Today, let's explore the idea. So it sounds a bit tinny and echoey. If I go reduce noise. Hi folks, I'm Chris Jansen from eXp Realty. That tinny noise has changed drastically. You can hear that, Tony?
Yeah, that changes it big time.
That's good because I didn't share my audio on my phone whilst doing my share screen, so it's picking up on my Rode mic, so that's good. The next thing you can do is, let's say if it's a bit dull or dark, you want to adjust some contrast, some color, some brightness, you can do that. Now, I don't fiddle with this too much, guys, because again, it's just about getting this stuff out, getting your content out there regularly and consistently. So I'm just going to hit the auto adjust. Now you can see it's brightened the content itself naturally, right? So we're going to click tick. We're happy with that. Those that love filters, there's an abundance of filters there if you like. I mean, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, you can even go, where are we? We can retouch up, Tony, right? So let's say if we're looking a little bit plump, I want to make myself look a little bit thinner, right? If my skin and my wrinkles are showing, look at my forehead, right, folks? You can see the wrinkles. Let's make Chris nice and smooth, right? So we're going to smooth him out here. Now, admittedly, guilty as charged. Use this stuff to your advantage as we do when we get older, right? Look at the wrinkles. They're almost gone. You can change your skin tone. You can whiten your teeth even. You can just see my teeth there, but if I go whiten, we can brighten my eyes.
We won't know if this is really you or not.
Look how white my teeth are, mate. I look like a Hollywood A-grade star. But what I'm getting at is, you know, you can edit stuff in here. You can add effects if you want. So if you want to add an effect to the beginning of the video, or if you're celebrating something, you can drop in an effect. So let's say we're celebrating a sold result. We want to drop in an effect. Hi, folks. It's added the confetti to the beginning of my photo. Right? There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I'm not going to go through everything beginning to end of what you can do effect-wise. Then the next thing we can do is we can add some audio. So let's say we would like some background music to this content, right? So again, the premium option gives you phenomenal choice of sounds, whether it be through Black Friday, VIP Hot, Halloween, vlog type music, travel, summer, beats, pop, love. You get my gist. There's commercial tracks that you can use as well. The AI component of Capcut's really clever. It'll start to identify tracks that you've been using previously in content, and it'll start filtering through similar tracks, right? So I'm going to add this one here called Summer Deep House. So firstly, we can listen to it and preview the audio first, but if I want to add it, I just click plus. So then what I'm going to do. Hi folks, I'm Chris. So that audio is too loud, right? It's more background music than it is you. I always find, folks, as a hot tip, when you select the audio in the bottom here, you can see this is the video up top I'm editing. This is the audio I'm now editing. I always find volume between 6 and 8 is a really nice level for background content. So let's say 7. Hi folks, I'm Chris Jansen from eXp Realty. Today, let's explore the idea of business by design.
Can't hear the audio of the music too much.
It's pretty quiet at the moment. I should have shared. Hang on, let me just go. Let me see if I can just share my audio directly with you guys here.
Bear with us, everyone. There's so much tech going on at the moment.
Where are we? Share. No. All right. I can't remember how to do it. I haven't done it for a while. But anyway, I've quieted down the background music, but you can see there, guys, just real quickly, how I've got a very quick video. Now, if I want to cut the audio there, because that's the end of the video clip, right? Split it, cut it. What we're going to do with the audio is we're going to fade it out, right? So it sounds nicely faded out when we get to the last 3 seconds of the video. It's not just an immediate stop on the audio. There's a nice fade out of our audio. Now, the other cool thing you can do is, let's say that's the end of the video. You can, again, using Canva, you could add a visual. So this might be your call to action card, right? With you, your photo, your contact information, what it is. Again, it's going to bring up your library. So if you create something in Canva, you'll drop it into your gallery. I think that one's the story size. Add it in HD, high definition, we always want. So there you go. There's my little calling card. Today we talked about the video of creating success by designers, industry agents. We've got some background music. We've added some cool effects. The teeth are looking good. The skin's looking smooth. And the call to action card is at the back of the content here as well. So this here, folks, again, without going into the particulars of Canva, sizes, story, all of that, post size, we've created content. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to export it. Now, if you've got the premium version, you can export in 1080p, 2K, 4K. 1080p, folks, is absolutely fine for everything that we do in an industry. That post size. So whilst this is exporting, Tony, have we got any questions in the chat?
No, feel free, anyone, to pop in any questions or any comments. If you wanted to ask to go back over a little component or not sure, please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, what I'll do, exit out of this because we are 30 minutes on the dot. So that will export, right? And then it's going to absolutely drop to my gallery in my phone, which then I can obviously upload it straight to my socials, right? Let me just
Richard, yes, there'll be a link and it'll be on our Facebook Live. I think that stays there forever.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll get it out.
Yep. So I just want to show you my Facebook Meta ads real quickly and then we'll wrap up. If I can share my screen. And this is what we'll run future session on, folks. So today is just getting you confident with the tools, what the apps are, the investment to get started, how quick and easy it is to edit a quick 90-second video. One of the things I'd encourage that worked well for me is every Friday in my market area, my core area, BDA farm postcode area, I did a 60-second market update. And what I did is every 7 days, I put a $12 ad spend targeting that postcode with that video for 7 days. And then the next Friday, I'll run a different video. Might be property management. The following Friday, I might do a video on the recent sold result. But every 7 days, my core area, farm, BDA, postcode area, whatever you want to call it, was getting a different video for a 7-day period that I was drip feeding and retargeting people through socials. Now, we're not going to jump into it today, but what we will do in a future session, Tony, is we'll show people exactly how you can then get this video content, put it onto your news feed, but then how you can just for a modest $10 a day, $70 a week, target a postcode, farm, core, BDA area, and absolutely dominate that area because people are seeing you time and time again. A lot of people, Tony, look for content about lead generation, but they forget how important it is just to be branded and to be seen. Branding and being seen consistently is just as important as getting leads through social media, cold leads, warm leads, hot leads, right? I get a lot of business because I spend weekly and daily a budget on just branding awareness. So I'm constantly seen with video content. Whether I get leads or not, doesn't matter, but people see me regularly. So I'll just show you, for example, here on my Facebook ads page. Can you see that there, Tony?
Yep.
So this is an example here. So for this property here that I've done the beginning to end walkthrough tour, I've had 25,500 impressions, right? Nearly 4,500 people have watched my video of that home for 15 seconds or greater. Folks, we all watch video more so than ever before. If we're watching something for 15 seconds, it's grabbed us. We're intrigued. We're interested. That's what we want. This is views and eyeballs. This is engagement, okay? But at the moment, it's cost me 4 cents. 4 cents to get an eyeball on this video across the 25,000 eyeballs that have seen it so far, right? When we talk about ROI in future sessions, how much time do you exhaust letterbox dropping? There's a place for letterbox dropping, yes, but how more cost efficient and effective and bang for buck with ROI can you be with getting video content in front of people not once but repetitively? Well, right now it's costing me 4 cents to show that property tour to its viewers and audience each and every time. That's it, mate. I could keep going on. I love this
So
stuff. I know.
what Chris just touched on there in the creating ads is another session we'll do on how to then take
Yep.
that video or the content or whatever it was and make those ad campaigns, how to tweak them, make it work, how to understand what the information that's there. Chris understands what those impressions and those viewers are and how long they've looked for, and just to give us an insight into all of that. So we'll do that in another session. This
Yep.
session is on Facebook Live. It will remain there forever, probably, but we will
Yep.
get out this content. If you go to our EXP YouTube page, you will find, and the name of the page is, oh goodness, too much.
Our new
EXP
one?
Australia.
Yep.
All of these videos are there, as well as probably a year's worth of the internal videos and training that we've done over time. But EXP Australia is the YouTube page. The EXP agents that are here watching, great, thank you for coming. You all know about all of our training. For agents that are anywhere outside in the industry, this is not a session about EXP or anything like that. This is just a session on valuable content to hopefully improve your presence in your marketplace, get more listings, get more sales, have a better life. That's the bottom line.
100%. Yeah, and if you got any questions, folks, don't be shy. Pick up the phone, reach out to me. Only happy to share and collaborate, because that's the purpose of these sessions, is to help everyone find success in what is the greatest industry, I believe, that we are so privileged to operate within. It's about business, it's about lifestyle, and that's why we came up with Business by Design. But yeah, stay tuned for future sessions. The next one will be a very simple how to run a branding awareness campaign, not lead generation, branding awareness, because you've got to be branded to be seen, to be known, to be liked and trusted, right? Then from that, we'll follow on, Tony, we'll run a retargeting campaign. So someone who's maybe seen your video once, how we're retargeting them multiple times when they're jumping across different platforms.
And just a little snippet as we get later into the year and closer to Christmas, the last couple of sessions we'll do are going to be planning sessions for you and us and me to think about next year, 2025, and what we want to achieve. So, I know that many of you are probably doing planning sessions inside your offices. We'll do planning sessions with our team in training at EXP, but this is just going to be a live planning session where we'll get as much of the valuable content as we can and help you to learn how to look at what that year should look like, how to break it down, how to make goals and set plans for them and succeed in 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everyone, for your comments in the chat. Loving that being live. Thanks for joining us on this fortnightly session of Business by Design. Keep in mind, it's fortnightly, Wednesday, and be sure, whatever you do, share it with fellow industry agents so nobody suffers in silence and we help everybody to thrive. Have a successful week, everyone. We'll catch you on the next session.
Thank you all.
Cheers, guys.